Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, September the 27th, 2025. I'm back in Natchitoches this morning to start day 12 of the Bayou State Trail. We're going to be hiking the Cane River route, which is about 19 miles. Now, when we released the original map of the trail last year, there were two routes heading out of here southbound. There's this one, and there was the Red River route. But we ended up taking that off the map for now because we discovered that one of the roads that was part of the trail was given back to private landowners. So as of now, the Cane River route is the primary route of the trail. So I'm about to reconnect my footsteps here. Front Street's right behind me, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So this is where we came at the end of day number 11 on Front Street. We're gonna continue on in this direction, and there's still some more cool stuff as we're going to be heading out of Natchitoches here over the next few miles. All right, we're up to the corner of Jefferson and University Parkway. And what we're doing is we're turning left here onto University Parkway as we're now starting to make our way out of the downtown area of Natchitoches, but we'll still be in the corporate limits of Natchitoches for a few more miles. You can see the railroad where we just crossed. We're coming up to this intersection here. There's a Chevron gas station. You want to go left. This is Woodyard Drive, and we're going to follow this for a couple of miles as it gets us out of Natchitoches. And once that happens, this is going to turn into Fish Hatchery Road. Just shy of 9 miles into today's hike. We're at the end of Fish Hatchery Road. This is Highway 494. And we're gonna follow this now for about a mile. About 9.5 miles into today's hike. That's where we just came from, crossing the Cane River Bridge. You can see we're gonna turn here on Patrick Road. The trail continues on this way, but I wanna show you something about halfway down, which is gonna be a good stopping point. That is the Point Place Marina. Just made it to the Point Place Marina. It's just after that Cane Coon bar that I just showed you. You can see the Cane Coon is, I'll walk a little bit here, right there. But straight ahead is the Point Place Marina. A few RV spots. Also too, we've gotten confirmation back in this direction. You could come camp out here with your tent for 10 bucks a night. And it sounds like it's a fun place. They've got a bar straight ahead. I'm not so sure about the food items. You might want to check with them on that. They're closed until 4 o'clock most of the week, but on the weekends, I believe, I know today's Saturday, I know they open at 12, and I believe on Sunday they open at 12 as well. But you can see right back there is a beautiful shot of the Cane River and plenty of nice places to sit outside. So great midway mark, or if you don't want to hike the entire 19 from Natchitoches over to Cypress, this would be a great place to stop and split it into 2 days. So we're gonna go ahead and stop for today. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it's late September, but it was nice this morning. It got down to around 62 last night. So we're gonna come back in a couple of weeks and finish this stretch of day number 12. We'll head back out to Highway 494 and then make our way over to Cypress. Good morning, everyone. It's now Saturday, October the 11th, 2025. We're back at the Point Place boat landing and fixing to start the second half of day 12. We're back on the trail now. This is where we came in last time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna follow this curve, and then straight ahead to the right is Bermuda Road. We're gonna follow that for the next 4.5 miles. we're about 14 miles into today's hike, and we're now coming up to the bridge here, Bermuda Road, and we're gonna cross and get to the Oakland plantation. But just want to point some things out here because there's so much stuff out here. I've talked about it before, but you can see nice boat landing right here, and a couple of plantations further down. So we're gonna go ahead now, cross this bridge, and we're gonna get to the Oakland Plantation section of the Cane River Creole National Historical Park. We're now up to where the Oakland Plantation is located for the Cane River Creole National Historical Park, and the trail is down this way. We're gonna be getting back on that here in a minute. But what we're gonna try to do is see if there's a spot where we can sit down. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do so because as I record this video, right now we're in the middle of a federal government shutdown, and this is technically part of the national park system. So I'll see what I can film here before we head out. Well, turned out everything was closed, but I got some more views, and hopefully I can come back and check all this out on my own because it's really cool back here. This does goes back to what I talked about at the end of day 11 when I suggested that when you get to Natchitoches, take a zero, because there's so much stuff that you can do out in this area, including where we're walking now. So I would just suggest you go back and do some research on the Cane River Creole National Historical Park and see if you want to come out here. All right, just made it to Cypress. As you can see, we're at the corner of Louisiana Highway 120 and Louisiana Highway 1. And we're gonna go ahead and cross now. I wanna go ahead and point this place out now because you definitely wanna stop here. This is the 3J's 4-way. Excellent food in there. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, great menu. There are a few things that you can get for resupply as well. So this will cut down on the food that you have to carry from Natchitoches to Kisatchie, which you will hit at the end of day number 13. We're just gonna walk a little ways further, and I'm gonna show you the Pecan Orchard campground, which is gonna be the place you wanna camp out at after the end of day number 12. All right, so this is where we enter this way. You can see there's some more cabins. They had that one in the front. This facility has bathroom and shower. And then also back in this direction, more cabins. Now, you're not able to reserve one of these RV spots overnight for tent camping, but I'm going to show you, they just opened up a spot for tent camping back down here. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you here in a minute. All right, this is back towards the front of the park. So check it out. This whole section back here is dedicated for tents, and it's 10 bucks a night. 25. It's 25 bucks a night, and they've got looks like over on this side electrical, and it looks like they just, you can see the pipe, they've got the sewage lines and water lines running. So this is going to be great for people to come in either direction, either northbound or southbound. And again, this is pretty much it over here in Cypress, and I'll just go ahead and walk over right here, and I'll zoom in, and there's the 3J's 4-way. So excellent setup here for the end of day number 12. I'm back now at the Point Place Marina. As you can see, I have the Cane River behind me. That'll be a great way to close this video out. Day number 12 is a great hike. Even though it's 19 miles of road walk, and it's a beautiful walk, it's very peaceful out there. There were a couple of stretches, of course, as you saw, that were busy. Of course, when you leave Natchitoches, you get a lot more cool things that you can check out. And then the roads leading out, Fish Hatchery Road, and then we eventually got here to Point Place, and then we were on Bermuda Road. Much of the second half of the hike was fantastic. Lots of beautiful homes along the Cane River as well. So great stretch of trail. And of course, you have the Cane River Creole National Historical Park. If you don't want to get off trail here at the Point Place Marina, which is going to be another mile out and back, and make it to Cane River Creole, that's about 15 miles. So you should be able to go ahead and just make it that way if you want, and I'm sure it'll be open by that point. But unfortunately, we're in the middle of a government shutdown right now, so the park's closed. The 3J's 4-way I mentioned earlier, awesome food. I've had it several times. Fixing to go get some more here in a minute. And then Pecan Orchard RV Park is great. Now, the cabins as of now, I believe it's a 2-night minimum, but if you come in during the week, and it's not during the busy season, which is going to be primarily Thanksgiving through the beginning of the year for the Festival of Lights, which is the second biggest Christmas festival in the United States. So keep that in mind. I'm sure they'll work with you, but those tent spots were pretty awesome. So it's nice to see they just established that. So that concludes day number 12. I did complete days 13 and 14 back in April. So if you missed those videos or any other videos so far, be sure to go to the Bayou State Trail playlist, and you can go check them out. I should be back on trail probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks, as I'm gonna jump down to start day number 15. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon on the Bayou State Trail.